Over 2,500 people per month search for the phrase funeral home near me. If someone searches for a funeral home in your market, will yours be the one to get the call? I'm Caden Rhoton, Director of Marketing at Domani, and I'm going to show you how to beat your competition through review generation. To start off, if you're not keeping in contact with the families after the service itself, you're likely not going to get good reviews. Even if you do get some good reviews, you're not going to get very many. Staying in touch with your families through Aftercare allows you to maintain the relationship that your funeral home has built with the family. It allows you to build brand loyalty, and if done correctly, can provide the families a way to ask questions or tie up any loose ends that may exist after the service. If your funeral home isn't doing any sort of aftercare, I suggest you start. Some examples of ways to keep in touch with families after the service include sending cards, making personal phone calls, sending personal text messages, hiring an in-house aftercare specialist, or choosing an effective third-party aftercare program. No matter what you choose when it comes to aftercare, the important thing is that you choose to do aftercare. You will strengthen the relationships with your families and build brand loyalty by maintaining open communication. In addition to building and strengthening the relationship, one of the benefits of aftercare is the ability to maintain the conversation. Through conversations with your families after the service, you're able to identify your brand champions. In other words, those who had a great experience with your funeral home and would be willing to share that experience in the form of an online review. Now, we understand that not everything goes exactly according to plan all the time, but by maintaining this conversation with your families, you can identify those who maybe aren't as satisfied initially and help turn them into brand champions through your aftercare efforts. The last part of funeral home review generation is simply ask for the review. Though seemingly simple, it can be the hardest step if not done correctly. Funeral directors often feel uncomfortable asking the question at an at-need arrangement conference or immediately after the service. Yet another reason to implement an effective aftercare program. The most effective time to ask for a review is 2 to 3 weeks after the service itself. For funeral homes that don't provide effective aftercare, can you imagine the response from their families when asking for a review? To the families, it seems abrupt and self-serving. But when it's simply a part of a larger aftercare dialogue and conversation, the results are incredible. Your funeral home has fans in your community. Your job through review generation is to turn those fans into ambassadors. To ensure the best results from your review generation efforts, you should only ask for reviews from those who meet the following requirements: those who have expressed gratitude for your services, and those to whom you have provided aftercare communication, whether it's grief support, additional death certificates, or miscellaneous questions or communication. And that's all there is to it. Communicate with and help your families after the service, identify your brand champions, and ask them for the review. Domani Care has helped funeral homes across the country generate thousands of 5-star reviews for their businesses. Click the link in the description to schedule your free demo today.